My mother used to kiss me on my mouth. It's just the most normal thing that I know of. मोहित का कुछ रिएक्शन ही नहीं होता. उसको he's really not bothered about what other people say. You kiss your husband, they'll have a problem. You don't kiss your husband, they'll have a problem. You kiss your children, they'll have a problem. You not kiss them, they'll say, "अरे ये तो प्यार ही नहीं करती अपने बच्चों से." People will not like what you do, no matter what you do. So at some point in life, you have to stop pleasing people, and you have to start doing things which make you happy.
Chhavi Mittal, thank you so much for joining me on Telly Stars Talk. It's so good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
So, first things first, Chhavi, and the most important thing on my mind currently now is that how is your health?
My health is good. Thank you so much. Nothing to complain.
Okay, and is the treatment sort of over or is it still going on?
Treatment is over. I'm going to be completing a year by the end of next month, and the oral medication is going on, which is going to go on for the next 9 years. Other than that, nothing to complain.
Good to hear that, Chhavi. Chhavi Mittal, let me ask you about your opinion about this social media user who called your picture with your son where you are kissing your son on his lips as child abuse.
I was actually very amazed that somebody can think like that, firstly, because that sort of thought never crosses my mind, has never crossed my mind about myself or about anybody else. My mother used to kiss me on my mouth. It's just the most normal thing that I know of. And I think as a mother, when you love your children, you don't think about anything. That love is superseded by everything else. It's just pure love. And your love language can be anything as a mother, as a human being per se. But as a mother, you want to kiss your children, you want to hug them. I mean, when you breastfeed your child, you don't think about anything else besides the fact that your child is getting the optimal nutrition and you're doing the best thing possible for your child. Who can think like that? That kissing a child on the mouth is anything other than mother's love. So the first reaction was just like, where did this come from? Like, where? And I have been sitting with that comment. I read it like 4 or 5 days ago before I actually reacted to that, because I was thinking, what is it? What is it that I can say to this? What is it that I can reply to this? And honestly, I couldn't think of any other reply. And hence, I posted several other pictures of me kissing my kids. That was my only reply.
How does your husband react to these trolls? You seem to have become like a favorite for the trolls. And मोहित का क्या रिएक्शन था इस वक्त?
नहीं, मोहित का कुछ रिएक्शन ही नहीं होता. उसको he's really not bothered about what other people say. He is just concerned. Sometimes when he reads a post which is very harshly worded by me, he feels, am I okay? So he'll just check up on me and ask me, like, don't let this bother you. And I tell him that it's not bothering me and he's fine with it. So he literally doesn't react. He just likes my post. That's all. That's his only reaction. He'll double tap it. That's it.
और ट्रोल्स ने आपको उस वक्त भी स्पेयर नहीं किया जब आपने कुछ महीने पहले you put out a picture kissing Mohit.
Yeah. So, people will have a problem with everything. You kiss your husband, they'll have a problem. You don't kiss your husband, they'll have a problem. You kiss your children, they'll have a problem. You not kiss them, they'll say, "अरे ये तो प्यार ही नहीं करती अपने बच्चों से." Like I have had comments saying that why do you not show Ariza as much in your videos as much as you show Arham? You are partial towards him because he's a boy. These are also comments which I've read and I've chosen to ignore. But the fact of the matter is, Ariza is a growing girl she has an opinion of herself now. She tells me that please exclude me from your videos. I don't want to be a part of it. So I respect her opinion. And I don't shoot her as much as I shoot Arham. And I know there'll be a point in Arham's life when he'll also start saying that, and I will have no choice but to respect his choice because that's just the right thing to do. But I'm not going to sit and explain myself to every single comment. But this particular comment, it was just so outrageous. It was just like, where did this come from? This thumbnail is inappropriate. You can't kiss your child like that. So I thought this needs to be addressed.
But why does your daughter not prefer to be in the videos?
She's growing up, yeah. She's a growing girl and she feels that, she's very private. She doesn't want to be, on camera showing exactly what she's doing, exactly what she's eating. She doesn't want to show all that on camera. Sometimes, for example, if I'm shooting a cooking video and I want to shoot her reaction of how the dish turned out, she says मुझे अच्छी नहीं लगी है. मैं बोल दूंगी मुझे अच्छी नहीं लगी है. Don't shoot me. So sometimes I like you say अच्छी नहीं लगी है. It's okay. She's okay with it. But sometimes she says no. I don't want to say अच्छी नहीं लगी है. That's bad. Just don't shoot me. Whatever. I mean, she has her own reasons. Sometimes she's just sitting and reading, and she's like, don't. So I respect it.
What's happening on the work front, Chavi?
Work front, a lot is happening, Vicky.
Other than SIT, we're trying to, create a lot more IPs. And Being Woman also, a lot is happening. I recently launched my merchandise of Being Woman, and I launched the merchandise with a few captions. The captions all of which have been really carefully thought of, and they all hold a very special place in my heart. One of the captions is allergic to filters, which is what I do on social media. I am myself. This is who I am. I kiss my kids on the mouth, whether you like it or not. This is who I am. So this is me without any filters because I'm
Allergic to filters. Like, a lot of people ask me why that you continue to kiss your children, just don't share it on social media. And I said, no, I can't. I can't show one part of my life and not show the rest of them. So when I got the cancer, I chose to share that. Also, a lot of people thought I shouldn't have done that either. But this is who I am, me without any filters. So my caption says allergic to filters. The other caption says psychotic, which is psychotic. So I feel there's a little bit of psycho and there's a little bit of hot in all of us. All of us go crazy in different scenarios, and all of us have that level of confidence in us, which comes up in different phases that we become hot. So psychotic is something I totally resonate with. Sometimes I feel I'm psycho, sometimes I feel I'm hot. And then there's one day at a time. When you have a problem, when you have to struggle through something, and everybody's struggling through something or the other in their lives at any given point. If you take one day at a time, nothing is impossible. So one day at a time is the third caption that I really resonate with. So I've launched my merchandise. I'm really excited about that. And also a lot of other things happening which I cannot talk about it right now because I'm legally bound, but soon.
But this frank nature of yours, saying it as is, has it landed you in trouble? Let's go a little back, say in school, in college, with your relatives, with your friends. Have you lost friends? Have you, uh, run into some sort of a ugly argument with someone?
Yeah, many times actually.
But in school and college, I don't think ever because I didn't have this attitude at that time. I've learned this the hard way. I've learned this
Over the years that people
will not like what you do, no matter what you do. So at some point in life, you have to stop pleasing
people and you have to start doing things which make you happy. And when I started doing things which make me happy, and when I started, taking off the filters one by one, the filter of being unnecessarily polite, the filter of being cordial just because, that's how you're supposed to be in society. The filter of just praising somebody, you meet people and say, oh, you're looking so lovely. I never do that unless the person is actually looking lovely. So when I started doing that, yes, when I started voicing my opinion, I've lost a lot of friends, and I'm glad that I lost them because they were not
Friends to begin with. And the people that I'm left with now are genuine friends because they know who I am. They accept me without the filters, and that's what matters. So they stick in my life, and I choose to stick in theirs.
Has Mohit intervened at those places where you said something and said, calm down?
Yeah, because I think he feels very responsible. So yeah, it's happened. But even he nowadays, like off late, I think he feels that I can handle myself, and he doesn't need to intervene. So if I'm saying something, he knows that I'm ready to face the repercussions also. So he stays out of it. But if things get really out of hand, then he sort of does intervene, tries to mellow people down, including me.
Don't change, Chhavi. I like the way you are, and trust me, people may not say it that they like you or they like what you do, but many people really, really admire you for your honesty and for your guts.
Thank you so much. I'm very blessed, and I'm very aware of that. I'm very blessed that most of the people, in fact, everybody that I meet, the people who like me, I mean, they always say amazing things, great things, and the messages that I get, the comments that I get, 99% of them are all positive towards me. And it feels really good that I've built a community of people who understand the values that I have. And it's very, gratifying to know that the negativity is not like it's minuscule and there's a lot of positivity in the world, so that gives me a lot of hope.
Thanks once again, and stay in touch, Chhavi. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
on Telly Stars Talk.
Thank you. Bye bye.